Fall reading season is here, and Arkansas author Kathleen Fuller has a new book that leans all the way into it. Autumn at the Cat Cafe has cats, a small-town bookstore, pumpkin patches, fall festivals, and a little romance. Kathleen joins us with more. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And this, I just got to say, the cover art draws me in immediately. I'm at the Cat Cafe.
It's cozy.
It is.
It's
yes.
Fantastic. My publisher did a fantastic job on that.
Yeah. So give us the setup for this book.
Okay, so if you're familiar with the movie, You've Got Mail.
Yes.
It's kind of similar to that. So Via is a cat cafe owner, and next door is a used bookstore. And she knew the owner. He passes away. She's thinking she's going to take it over and incorporate it into her cafe. But a mysterious and handsome stranger shows up and claims that it's his.
Oh.
Yes. So then there's that whole push-pull thing, and you listed at the beginning, it is just chock full of pumpkin everything.
I
and
love
fall.
it.
I do too, because I'm ready. These temperatures are like...
They're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
You're dressed the part today too. Look at your
Yes.
colors.
Yes,
You're ready.
yes, I kind of did that on purpose.
So I hear that this was inspired by a real cat cafe in Conway. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Gibson's Cat Cafe, yep.
That's awesome.
So my daughter visits there a lot, and she came home and she was telling me about the cats, and I'd already had kind of the idea of the story, and I knew it was going to be a bookstore in fall. I just needed kind of that little bitty twist, and I said, oh my gosh, a cat cafe. And I love cats, I love dogs, all kinds of animals, so it was a lot of fun being able to write a book with more animals than I normally put
Yeah,
in
that's
my
fun.
stories. Yeah.
Certainly.
So what overall was your favorite part about writing this book? Was it the animals or?
What's the romance?
Yes.
It's the romance, and I'm the most unromantic person on the planet. You
Me
can
too.
ask my husband, but what I love about writing romance is that journey, that psychological and emotional journey. It's, we all know it's going to be happily ever after, but it's how they get there, and that's the
that
fun
hook
part.
that draws you in.
Yeah, and also there's a bucket list in this, a fall bucket list. That was fun to come up with, and it gave the characters things to do and add to the whole autumn vibe. So.
Are most of your books romance related?
They're all romance related.
But as you say, you're the least romantic person that you know.
I know.
How is that? I love that.
I know. It's just, that irony I have about myself. We all have those little quirks, so.
So speaking of your other books, you've written around 70 books.
Yeah.
That is amazing. What makes starting a new story still exciting for you?
Because it's new.
Yeah.
It's new. So then, and I don't know who the characters are. I kind of know what the plot's going to be, but it's, again, that journey. So finding out. Sometimes books come out like almost fully formed. I've had a couple like that, but most of the time it's a tough thing to get it, your brain wrapped around it, and learning who these characters are. And also the setting is a big part of the story. So being able to incorporate that in.
Yeah, that's fun. And speaking of what you like to incorporate in, we know that books and crochet are both big parts of your community. So tell us about Books and Hooks.
Well, Books and Hooks is actually my business, and I do an event called Plots and Crafts, which is what we're going to be doing on Friday, so that's tomorrow, at Yarn Alchemy, which is like the coolest name for a yarn store. And so basically what we do is I read a chapter. I'll read a chapter out of Autumn at the Cat Cafe. Everybody brings a quiet craft. It doesn't necessarily have to be crochet or knitting. It can be coloring. We've had people do diamond art and things like that. And then I'll read, and then after that I'll bring out my crochet and I'll do a Q&A, and we'll all mix and mingle. So it's kind of like this community event that kind of harkens back to when we were being read to as kids, and it's just something very relaxing and calm. And
What do you hope people take away from this experience?
Well, I do hope that they meet some people that are like-minded. They like, cute stories, they like romance, they may like cats, and, they can make some connections. We've had people at some of these events become friends and move on and form their own little communities, and that would be the most satisfying thing, because it's nice to sell books, it's nice to talk and everything, but making friendships and connections is super important.
That's the best
Go
part.
meet this wonderful author for yourself tomorrow, Bentonville, Yarn Alchemy, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of
again.
course we're going to crack the spine on this great new book as we go to commercial breaks.